Hi and welcome back to my channel. In this video I wanted to do a reading about self-care, about health, about messages that will help you feel more relieved, more at ease, more grounded, more calm with the process, less anxious, anything that will help to center you, I want it to be deeply nourishing so that you will feel good just where you are, just where you are in life currently, without overdoing anything. So I want you to pick from these cards. So that's group number 1. And this card popped first. It's Solar Eclipse Revolution, and then right after there was this card as well. So that's group number 1. Group number 2 is Sagittarius. And group number 3 is the Moon. So whichever you feel like is your group, is holding your message, please proceed to the timestamps that are down below. Hi, group number 1. So I'm starting with you guys, and so let's see what sort of messages will come through. Immediately what I'm getting is that a lot of you who have chosen this group is I mean, you're definitely spiritual since you're watching my channel, but I feel like lately there may have been a lot of work that you have been doing, a lot of spiritual work. I feel like it may have been either you transmuting a lot of heavy energies, either just a lot of stuff that you needed to do on the soul level of your own, of like helping others. And if you have your own business, maybe you had like a lot of clients, you had to deal with a lot of different energies. But right now I'm getting is that you have 444, so that may be a significant number to you. But what I'm getting is that right now you have to pour to yourself. I mean, that's the topic of this reading, but I feel like for you especially, you gotta really pour into your own cup, because I feel like it's like with the solar eclipse, it's like you have burned yourself out in a way. Even if you function normally on a daily, I feel like on the soul level you have been doing so much that it's time to rejuvenate. And what I say when I mean rejuvenate, it's like you gotta do activities that rejuvenate your soul, not just watch Netflix and think that, oh, I've been procrastinating for 3 days just watching Netflix or doing something, but your soul wasn't resting at that time. You were just numbing yourself, and somewhere deep inside you were thinking that I gotta be doing this, I gotta be doing that, I gotta be like it was always at the back of your head. I feel like there was a lot of mental activity for you, like a lot of thoughts. It doesn't mean bad thoughts or you know, just a lot of, you were switching from one to the next, like you have to be thinking about this, or there is a lot going on in your life, like you have to think about the bills, you have to think about your own career, you have to think about, you know, like many different things at once is what I'm getting. But right now it's time to calm that down, because you gotta rejuvenate your soul, you gotta pour into your own cup in a way that is good for you, in a way that really fills you up. Maybe what really fills you up is going on a trip without, all by yourself. Maybe you gotta turn off social media for a little bit, because I feel like there is this exhaustion going on. And if it's not your pile, then leave this for someone else. But I definitely feel this is like your soul is like, hey, like it's really low on battery, because it was doing so much. Like this is a lot. Like this energy is like creating a revolution, right? So you were definitely working on your life purpose, or you know, or just bringing so much change into your own world, or juggling many things at once, or just even thinking about it, just not even doing much, just thinking also like burns you from the inside. And right now you're being called to pour that love onto yourself, to stop, allow yourself to rest, allow yourself to say something like, I'm good, like I'm good, I allow myself to be compassionate towards myself, I allow myself to still keep going, but doing it in a much more favorable and way that is accordance with my health, way that is accordance with my rhythm, with my body, because my body is a temple. Because without my body, I wouldn't be able to bring this revolution that I seek. So you gotta pour that love onto yourself, and you gotta be pouring that love onto yourself all the time, constantly, without stopping. It doesn't mean that you have to forget all your responsibilities. It just means that there is a different way that you can go with, without overburdening yourself. Like I'm getting a image of a womb, of like a child that is unborn, and it's like that's what spirit wants you to be. It wants you to just be still and absorbing all the good stuff from the world, not to read the news, not to like go somewhere where you feel peaceful, where you feel like you don't need to do anything. And you gotta be able to turn off your mind on a daily, because if not, then that's not, like, your body will not hold. There will be either some more difficult health issues or conditions that you don't want to deal with. That's why Spirit is saying right now it's crucial for you to learn how to be healthy, how to pour love into yourself on a daily. Learn how to not rush 100 miles an hour. And when you're balanced, when you're pouring love onto yourself, when you're following a routine, when you're sleeping enough, when you're eating good food, when you're exercising, this way you will have energy. You will have energy to bring that revolution. You will have energy to work and just feel good all the time. But that's the conditions that you gotta follow, because without it there will be some health issues arising, and you don't want that. Yeah, okay. And they started to fix something above me right when I was saying that, so that's definitely a sign for someone. I feel like this is my group as well, because I have the same tendency. Okay, so let's see what else, what cards you got, what else you gotta know about your health, about your self-care. Yeah, that's the energy I was getting with juggling many things at once. And it's like with those cracks I'm getting, it's like your body is cracking up from the inside, because you've been rushing so many miles an hour. Like you've been everywhere, you've been there, you've been there, you've been there, and it's like your body's like, stop, please stop. We gotta transform, we gotta make changes to our routine so that you can work on your purpose. Eight of Swords, it's like it's like you've been drowning in your thoughts, in your, like there was non-stop. It's like you didn't remember to breathe. Even if you like, I'm getting, even if you did like a short meditations, it wasn't enough. It's not enough, because so much thoughts, it's not healthy to have. You may tend to put a lot of weight onto yourself alone, but you gotta remember that you're not alone in this world, and don't micromanage the universe. Don't put a lot on your shoulders. You're not alone, you know, so you don't have to fix the world alone by yourself. Yeah, and this one I'm getting is more like about, that will be the future. I feel like if you will continue at this pace, if you will continue not giving a shit about your body, about your routine, that's what will happen. Something in the system will not survive this. So you gotta stop it right now. You gotta be mindful right now, and you gotta create a new routine for yourself where you're in the zone, where you're not overburdening yourself. And it's also like, obviously stress is bad, and you know that. So the less there is stress on your part, the better. So if you can, you know what triggers you, what gives you stress, turn that off. Don't meet that person that will bring a certain energy that you don't want to deal with. Or if you're too tired to do something, don't do it. Prioritize yourself. You don't always have to be perfect. You don't always have to be on the go, and you don't always have to be following the schedule like a robot. You're not a robot. Your rhythm is unique, so follow your own rhythm. Yeah, I'm just getting this energy of like, please stop and smell the roses. Please, it's like you forgot to enjoy life. I feel like in this process you forgot to really be mindful. You forgot to take care of your inner child. You forgot that. Don't forget it, because that's not who you are. It's saying you can be productive, you can be doing several things at once, but it has to be in a way that doesn't ruin you, doesn't burn you out from the inside. It has to be calm and one step at a time. And if it's not like that, then stop doing it. Don't do it. Quit that second job. Obviously, apply this to your own life, but that's what I'm getting with this. Like, don't overdo yourself, don't overburn yourself. Enjoy this moment fully. Take a time off, take a week off of your projects or whatever it is. It will not go anywhere. Pour into your own cup and learn how to pour into that cup on a daily. Yeah, and it says tenderness. So the energy of tenderness activates our capacity to open our hearts and approach the world and each other with gentleness and care. So yeah, you gotta be treating yourself as this flower. You're this flower, and you're the most important flower that there is. No one else is more valuable than you. So give yourself that hug. And don't let go before you feel like you're okay. Also, like, if you want to cry, if you want to, let it go, then obviously do it. Beat senders, see how many 4s there are, and I'm filming this on 4th as well. There is this energy of stopping, of just being still. That is essential. Even, the energy that I'm reading it with. I feel like your guides, I feel like your ancestors are really calling you. They're like, stop. Please stop. We love you so much, and we don't want you to, I want to cry, honestly. We don't want you to develop any serious nervous conditions or health conditions. We want you to be healthy, so please don't treat yourself as a king or as a queen. Enjoy life more. Let go more. Before bed, let go completely. I'm hearing life is not only about achieving stuff. And you'll be fine. You will learn how to do it. I feel like you will learn. But it's just the energy right now that we gotta deal with right now. Okay. I want to pull a few more cards. Yeah, I'm just seeing you are on top of your game, and that is awesome. Just know that you can do it in your own way. You can do it. You can hold this wand, and you can go through your own battles, but doing it one step at a time. You don't have to take on these 6 swords all by yourself. Do what you can today. Start small. Don't just be tender with yourself, because we only have one of you, so we want you to be healthy. Yeah, there is this energy of being the King of Cups. What is your inner King of Cups? How is your inner King of Cups leading his life? How is your inner King of Cups treating himself? How can you pour into yourself? How can you prioritize yourself? How can you prioritize your emotional well-being? What do you need to cut off? Look at your life from a higher perspective. What do you need to cut off? Are there any people that drain you? Are there any people that bring you weird energies or don't believe in you? Or is there anything that really doesn't serve you from your routine? Cut it off. Because you're the king. You should be. You are the center of the universe. You will not bring that revolution if you're half empty on the inside. If you have something that doesn't serve you in your life, if it's your routine, or if it's a person, or if it's a job that drains you from the inside. That's not how it's supposed to be. You will not bring anything, only suffering, and what I'm seeing is that it can take a toll on your body, on your system, on your mind. So don't do that. Look for something else. Remember that there is always something else out there for you, that there are always better options. So keep looking for it if you need to. Like, I really want to just breathe in this video, and also I put a very, very relaxing incense that I usually use when I need to calm down. Just need to calm down. Yeah, okay, so last card you got is this High Priestess. So you should know, because you're very deep and very intuitive, so you should know how to restructure your own schedule, your own life, that is in accordance with your health, because your health is priority, is the first priority. Everything else comes after that. Your career, your aspirations, it all starts from your health, from your body, from your emotional body, from your soul, from you. So listen to your intuition, because with this reading I feel like you know what has to be done when you watch it. And I'm currently reading The Alchemist. I almost read all of it, but I'm not at the end yet. And I want to pick a random page and read a random quote that you may need to hear at this time. Okay, so I read the page I opened, and what really jumped into my awareness is this. So it says, relaxed and unhurried, he resolved that he would walk through the narrow streets of Tangier, I don't know. Only in that way would he be able to read the omens. He knew that it would require a lot of patience, but shepherds know all about patience. Once again he saw that in that strange land he was applying the same lessons he had learned with his ship. All things are one, the old man had said. So what is really jumping to me is that you gotta be right now, you gotta be relaxed and unhurried, and that like only that way, in that way you would be able to push through this and to keep following your dreams without overburdening yourself, and that all things are one, so therefore you are the part of the universe. You, like your body, like all of it is one. So you gotta treat yourself as you would treat your best friend or your, you know, the most precious person ever. Yeah, I hope this has made sense. Thank you so much for being here. If you want a personal reading, you may reach out to me. All the links are in the description. So thanks so much for watching, and bye. Hi, group number 2, welcome to your reading. So you chose Sagittarius. So let's see, what do you need to know regarding your health, regarding your well-being, regarding your self-care. So you picked this Sagittarius that tells me that I feel like you're an adventurer. I feel like you're a type of person that always seeks for the new, seeks for the new heights, seeks for the new experiences, new solutions, new ways, new places. Like you're not a person to sit still. You're not a person to sit on the sofa all day. You're the person to explore. And I feel like what is being shown here is that there needs to be balance between you seeking out for the new and finishing the old stuff that you started as well. I feel like something about the universe wants you to sit still right now. I feel like maybe you've been a little bit on the flight mode lately, a little bit too active, a little bit too much, you know, mindlessly going after new things without giving it a thought. And universe is saying we gotta meditate, we gotta center ourselves to see where we need to put our energy into. We need to prioritize something. We need to contain our energy, because it seems like you've been pouring your energy onto many different things, or into things that you didn't really think about. Like, I'm just getting an example of one person I know that, you know, they can travel just because they want to escape something. But I feel like for you, what you gotta do is look yourself in the mirror and meet yourself, meet your deepest self, and ask yourself, what do you want to do? Because it seems like you're disconnected a little bit right now. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting a need to meditate, to reconnect with yourself and ask yourself, where do I want to put my energy into? What do I want to explore right now? that isn't just mindlessly me being discontent with things, me throwing myself from one thing to the next. What do I want to build, and how do I want to channel my energy in a very contained way? Because I can be an explorer, but be a very mindful explorer, not to throw myself from one place to the next. Really taking each step with a mindful mind. Yeah, that's definitely the need to, your inner need to, for an adventure, your inner need to be exploring, to be the leader, to be the creator, to be the innovator, to be the most wise person, the most experienced person in the room. I feel like we gotta transmute that into more mature state, into more calm approach, because there's like the Sagittarius is a mutable flame, so I feel like it takes a lot of space. Like Aries is a very powerful flame, is a very quick flame, is a very like quick and powerful. Leo is fixed, so Leo always burns, and Sagittarius is like it's spreaded, it's mutable, so it's 1 minute it burns there, another minute it burns there. And so what we gotta do is we gotta tame that wildfire a little bit. And it's not saying to, to throw away your interest into the bin. It's just saying we gotta be more mindful about it, because when you throw yourself like that mindlessly from one thing to the next, it's not, it's saying it's just kind of takes you further away from what you actually want to do. And we better concentrate on the things that you actually want to experience, not something that someone has recommended you and then you just go there, and or your friend has invited you and you don't even think do you need it or not, and you just go there because that's your nature. You just go with the flow. We gotta tame that fire a little bit and channel it into more mindful way of experiencing this adventure, because you hold all the keys. You hold all the keys, but it's like your inner self holds all the keys, while your human self, while you're like each and every, your everyday self is reckless. And it's a very admirable part of you, but it's saying, your inner self, your deepest inner self's message to you right now is, let's look at me and ask me what I want, because I'm gonna take you to somewhere that will really satisfy you, because I'm holding the key to the new knowledge, I'm holding the key to the new experiences, to the new ways, but you will not see it unless you look me in the eye, and unless you drop the attitude of being overly jumpy, from one thing to another, exploring just for the sake of exploring, not actually thinking about what you need at this time, what you want at this time at the core, being disconnected from your deepest self. It's saying, let's explore and be connected to our deepest self at the same time. Because you're meant to be a king of wands, because you're meant to be you're meant to be this adventurer, but you're meant to be grounded at the same time. You're meant to be showing off your intellect, your wisdom, your, all of it that makes you, but it's gotta be done in a more grounded way, because this King of Wands is mature, this King of Wands is super fiery, but he's connected to his inner truth and his inner self that is centered. So this fire is more centered than what you possess right now. And that's where we want to go. So we want to really reconnect with that inner self and ask ourselves, where do I want to go right now? Where do I not need to go right now? Where do I need to stop pouring my energy into? And yeah, like it's saying, your inner self is saying we need to transform something in our life. Something needs to be transformed. Something needs to go and transmute it, and because something new wants to come in, something new wants to be born. The energy of transformation supports our ability to gracefully flow through times of transition, allowing the old to make room for the new. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, allowing to let go of the old so that the new can come in, so that the new can something really, really extremely fulfilling to you, to your heart, what you always wanted. That is like, I'm literally seeing this thing just waiting in line, and it's like, hey, and it's like your human self is disconnected, and it's like your human self is like throwing yourself from one thing to the next, and this thing that urges to enter your life is like, it's like this meme from Pulp Fiction where Vincent Vega, I believe, he's standing with his jacket, and he's like and he's like looking around, and it's like this thing that wants to enter your world is that meme. It's like this thing that wants to enter your world, whether it's a job opportunity, whether it's a new friend, companion, new place of living, new knowledge, new course, new experience, new pet, new whatever it is, new car, whatever it is. It's like it wants you to throw away the junk so that it can enter energetically. So let's transform that. We gotta take all the distractions away. We gotta clear, because if we are Sagittarius, if we are a Sagittarius, then we gotta be looking at the bigger picture. You should be the master at looking at the bigger picture. You should be the master at zooming out your life and seeing what should be tweaked and fixed, so that you can become this King of Wands that is extremely spiritual. So yeah, that's the message. What I'm getting with this card, it's saying calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. It can talk about soulmate, or it can talk about anything. Calling in your perfect, whatever it is, your perfect job, your perfect whatever I mentioned. your perfect friend, your perfect new dream house, your perfect whatever it is, whatever you seek for, and you've been praying for it, you've been manifesting it, so it will enter. It really wants to enter. I'm seeing a very quick progress once you get rid of all the distractions, once you get rid of unnecessary people, once you be more mindful about where you put your energy into. I really feel the need for you to meditate on a daily, and not just you know, be really mindful about that meditation, you know, not just doing it half-assed just for the sake of, or like I meditated but it doesn't help. No, really meditating, really going deep into yourself, really going into that blank state, and then after reconnecting with that, thinking about what I need to be doing, what I need to be doing today, so that it comes from more of that your deepest wise AF self, rather than from your, I'm getting this Page of Wands is like immature in this case, rather from your ego, immature part of you. I hope this makes sense. But yeah, just know that this thing, this soulmate or this job or this new phone, whatever you've been manifesting, it will come in very quickly, ASAP, as soon as you will release something that is not for you anymore, as soon as you create space for it. Yeah, I'm feeling the need for you to reconnect with yourself, to turn off the computer. Maybe you've been on the social media way too much. Maybe you've been all around every social media, checking every thread, every, you know, like, this is not how you're meant to operate. You're meant to be very mindful about where you put your energy into. And you're meant to, it's like this card is like calling you to close the laptop a bit earlier, to ask yourself, because you are the source. You're the source of this wisdom. You have this star inside of you. You have this wisdom inside of you that when you ask it, when you connect to it and ask it, you will know what to do. You will know what not to do. Something about this need to meditate and connect with yourself, to see where your energy needs to be poured into. Because it's like, it's saying it's good to be, it's not saying to be boring, it's not saying to be, it's just saying we gotta be a bit more mindful about how we lead our life. It's not saying to disconnect from your inner child, but we can be connected to our inner child and not closing our eyes on what really matters to us. We can be our deep AF self, but also be very quirky and lighthearted at the same time. Yeah, something that, like, I see your wish being fulfilled. Something that you've been praying about, you've been looking for, you are still looking at it. It wants to come into your world very quickly, but we gotta transmute some of the energy that is not serving us. And to do that, we gotta connect with our inner self, and we gotta zoom out and look into our world onto our life and see what has to be changed. Where do we not need to pour our energy into, and where do we need to pour it? Really need to. Really asking yourself. Because your wish will be fulfilled. Like what you're manifesting, it will be fulfilled. It really wants to be. It's like universe is like, oh, come on, man. Like universe is like, come on, man, what are you doing? It's like you're I don't know, like you're meant to be working on being an architect, for example, and you're throwing yourself from one bitch job to another. Like you're working like 3 or 2 jobs at once, and they all doesn't serve you. And the universe is like, man, what are you doing? Like, we gotta be doing completely different stuff right now. And you're not, and your inner self knows that. Your inner self knows everything, but you're not really connected to it, is what I'm saying. Yeah, you're like, fuck it. Yeah, you're like, I'm gonna. Universe is like, hey, look at me, we want to be doing completely different things, and you're like, I don't care, I'm gonna be doing stuff that is self-destructing to me in the long run, that I will regret doing after, but I do get that instant ego gratification from it. So whatever it is, maybe engaging with relationships that don't serve you, with toxic kind of relationship, or like investing your money into not the things that you really meant to be investing right now, something where you're ignorant right now. And it's saying, why are we telling you this? We are telling you this because we know that you will regret it after, because you're the master of keys, you're the king of wands, and king of wands doesn't do this shit. King of wands has an inner child deep inside, but it's not ignorant towards what really matters. This king of wands is always connected to what matters, and this king of wands is balanced with their inner child, and he's always connected to what truly matters. So yeah, that's what we gotta look at right now. And you'll be fine, you will find a way. It's just this reading has found you because we gotta look at it. Because it's saying, your spirit guides are saying, we love you, we love your quirky nature, we love how adventurous you are, we love how courageous you are, how unique you are, how your mind works, but and we know that sometimes you need to be a fool, sometimes you need to don't give a shit, sometimes you need to party, like in a way that is helping you to relieve the stress. But maybe we don't want to create that stress in the first place. Maybe we want to find a more balanced way of living, because how we find that balanced way of living, we keep that adventurous, quirky self, but we combine it with our more mature self, and we create something new. And this new self is leading a happy, mature, healthy, but at the same time it knows how to have fun. And I'm actually getting a message that this king of wands knows how to have better fun than what you do right now. Like, this king of wands knows ways of having fun that are more healthy, yet they are I don't know, they're very, very fulfilling to this King of Wands. So take it as you will. Let's see what message you got from the Alchemist book that I'm reading right now. Okay, so from the Alchemist, I opened this page, and it's like I didn't find the quote that was particularly for you, but I feel like I opened this page on this moment where the main boy in the book, he travels to another land, and the first person he speaks in another land is a thief, but he doesn't know that, and this thief pretends to be a guide that will guide him to the place that this boy wants to go. And this boy, believing that this another guy is the guide, believing him without properly knowing him, he was just the first person that he met. He gave all of his money to him, and this thief has stolen the money from the boy, and this boy was, he was devastated. But what I'm getting from this is that don't be this boy. Don't do reckless things right now, because you will regret it after. Try to discern what you really need to do, and be mindful of what are you doing on the daily, what serves you, what doesn't. Don't trust the first person you meet. Don't go jumping into one thing without doing a research. It's like there needs to be a bit more mindfulness on your part. Okay, so I hope this is helpful in some way. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. I wish you a pleasant day ahead, and if you want to, you can check, if you want a personal reading from me, you can check it in the description. So thank you and bye. Hi, group number 3, welcome to your reading. So you've picked this card, Moon, Soul, and immediately, even when I was shuffling cards, I was getting this energy that you're a very deep person, that you feel everything, you feel all the things with your body, with every cell of your body, that you're a kind of person that is deeply empathetic, and you feel things as if they're your own, and when you're happy, you're really happy. When you're sad, all of your cell in your body is sad. It's like you feel things with all of your being. Incredibly deep and incredibly precious. So let's see what you need to know this time. It's Page of Pentacles, but I'm just getting this energy of a person who is incredibly nurturing, a person who is a gift to this world. That is you. A person who you're the gift to all of us, and you're being watched over, you're being very loved by the universe, and you have this magical eyes about you. I feel like you're kind of person that people can drown in your eyes, whatever, you know, whatever the color, whatever the shape, something about your eyes, something about the way you look at people I feel like makes some people uncomfortable as well, because your eyes reflect who you are on the inside, and on the inside you're this pure soul, and you mirror people. Definitely you people see their own flaws in you, people see their best qualities in you as well, but either way, you're someone who sees a lot. You're someone who is, I feel like, clairvoyant and clairsentient, like you see and you feel it to your core. Queen of Cups, yeah. So you're someone who is deeply nurturing, who is deeply caring, who is deeply sensitive, who is deeply caring about things, about everyone around you, about the state of the world, about you're deeply caring. Your definition of a person who gives a shit. Your definition of a person who wants the best for everybody and everything. Definitely like a starseed vibes from you. Connection to the space, connection to your star family. I feel like your star family is watching over you while you're here, because they love you very deeply. And okay, it's the next card. Shadow Dreamcatcher. So let me tune into this. What I'm getting from this is that also a lot of things happening in your subconscious, a lot of things happening on your subtle body that you don't really pay attention to. A lot of things happening in your dream state. I feel like there's a lot that you do on a dream, in a dream plane, in astral plane. I feel like you're the presence there, definitely. I mean, you're the presence everywhere, but there on the astral plane you do a lot of work. So if you feel like you wake up and you don't really feel rejuvenated, or you feel like you need to sleep a bit more, it's saying please do that. It's just, this reading is, I'm getting this message that please take care of yourself, child. Please please do everything. You're so precious. You're like, please, your guides are like, please take care of yourself. Please do everything you gotta be doing to feel good in life. If you feel like you gotta quit something, if you feel like you gotta meditate more on a daily, or create some sort of routine that allows you to go to sleep in a very calm state, and create some sort of routine that will not that will allow you to not to feel anxious, not to feel not okay on a daily. Then create that routine for yourself, because we really love you, and please take good care of yourself, because you're doing a lot, not only in the astral realm, what I'm getting, but also in everyday life. You do a lot of shadow work, you do a lot of spiritual work that helps people, like your presence helps people transmute their own issues, helps people activate and see their own issues. It's like you act as a little bit of a sponge. I feel like you absorb this negativity somehow and you transmute it in your own way. You're like this very amazing friend or amazing presence that just comes in and absorbs all the crap and transmutes it, and you didn't even realize that you did that, but you did a lot on soul level. So whatever it is that you do as a career, your soul does a lot on a daily, what I feel like. And your guides, your spirit guides, your star family, your ancestors, they all want you to nurture yourself on a daily. Remember that you are so precious on a daily. Don't get lost in this sea. Don't get lost in this 3D, whatever it is that society wants from you, or whatever it is that people tell you. Don't get lost in this trash. Remember how precious you are. Remember that you're a gem. And how would you take care of a gem? That's how you gotta take care of yourself on a daily. I feel like with this card, I feel like you see through masks. I feel like you see, I feel like you're very wise. I feel like, again, your eyes, something about you is like you're an X-ray. Like I'm hearing the song, I see right through, I see through your lies, I see right through, I see through your disguise with my X-ray eyes. So you see through, you look at the world and you're like, okay, this person is playing because they want to get a promotion, and this person is playing because they're deeply insecure and they project something completely different into the world. This person this person is a lost soul, and this person is here to bring chaos, and you see all of it. And I'm getting that there's a lot of that. You're like a sponge, so you feel all those energies, and even if they don't affect you immediately, they can affect you on the long run, in the long term. So remember to transmute those energies back into the universe, and remember to cleanse yourself, remember to ground yourself, remember to zero yourself from, because you absorb, you get into the room and you absorb this person, this person, this person. You get information about this person, this person, this person, and it's like it's your gift, but it's also, it comes with setbacks that you gotta take more time to let it go, because we don't want those energies to be in your body for too long, because that will mess with your health, with your mental health, with your physical health. We gotta be able to always even if we are like a sponge and we feel all of those energies, we gotta be always able to transmute back to the earth, however it is that you do it. Okay. And like your guides really want you to follow your path. Your guides really want you to plant those seeds because you are precious, and they're saying you are meant to be successful because you are pure. You're doing everything from your heart. You're taking care of the environment. You're mindful. You're positive. You're the shit, and you're meant to succeed. And I'm getting this message: don't get lost in the process, don't get lost in the sea of, don't get lost in a race of, quote-unquote, race of success. Don't compare yourself to others. Don't you are your own person, and you have your own tempo, you have your own gifts, and you have your own speed of how you achieve things. If you feel like you're moving too slowly, remember there's this practice. Remember to compare yourself. You can also write each and every day or each and every week, like success. Success. How are you successful? Even if it's the smallest thing, but how are you making progress towards that goal? Even if it's the smallest thing, even if it's like validation from the universe, or the feeling that you get, or some sort of even the smallest progress, you want to write it down, and then like in half a year, for example, you look back and you see how much you actually progress, even if it feels like a very small progress, if you compare it with other people in your environment, in your field of expertise. Your guides are saying keep planting those seeds, keep creating what you want to create, because you will be successful at it. And yeah, and you're definitely, something about you is very attractive. So if you feel like it's also saying that your essence is attractive. Your essence is very attractive, like your physical body plus who you are on the inside is, on the whole, is very, very attractive. So just remember that. It's just a heads up. Even if you already know that, even it's just a reminder to you to say how much of the shit you are. And it's also saying that I'm getting that you're a natural leader with this 9, and that you're a nurturer. So you're a leader who is very nurturing. You're a leader who is very deep, who is very considerate, who is very pleasant to be around. So just remember to love yourself so much. Remember that you're this amazing leader, and remember that you're incredibly attractive. Just know that. Let's see what else you need to know. And it's like your guides are saying thank you for being you, because we love you so much. You're so precious. You're the shit. You will achieve all your dreams. You're incredibly deep, perceptive, pleasant to be around. You're like, whoever your friend is, they are very lucky to have you. Whoever the people that you will associate with in the future are incredibly lucky to have you, because you're the shit. You're the King of Cups. You're incredibly, and the Queen of Cups. You're incredibly mature, incredibly perceptive, incredibly kind, and with pure intentions. And it doesn't mean that you're perfect. I think you know that. It's just saying, like, none of us are perfect. We all have our shadow self and flaws. That's why we are here. We're working on them. We're working to balance them out. But it's saying, just remember, wherever you are in your journey, just remember this. And treat yourself as this king, as this boss, as this. Sometimes, you already in a state where you know all of it. You already in a state where you know how amazing you are. Like, your self-esteem is at very good place. But sometimes we need a reminder of it, because sometimes we get a bit lost in this world. We are doing a lot of stuff always, and you're also doing so much on the soul level. So sometimes we just need a reminder to give ourselves that extra self-love on a daily, and to remember that you deserve the best, whatever the best is in your understanding. If you want to live a luxurious life, then you're meant to be living a luxurious life. If you want to live off the grid, then you're meant to be living off the grid. Whatever is your star card, whatever is your wish fulfillment, that's how you're meant to be living. Alright, so I feel like right now you're in a bit of transitionary period. I feel like right now a lot of things are dying in your world, metaphorically. Like, you're in a transition where it may be even intense at times, where things just end, friendships, or you're in between like school and university, or you're switching jobs, or you're moving, or something is ending, a relationship is ending, or you feel like something is about to end, or something is being changed big time. Then it's saying, allow it to, don't resist it, because after it there will be a new dawn, there will be something completely brand new. And I'm getting that throughout this process you're becoming this King of Wands. You're becoming you're learning how to channel your passion into what you do. You're learning, if you already have your own business, then you're upgrading it even further. You're pouring more of yourself into it, and you're like, I'm seeing you very fiery. I'm seeing you doing things because you really want to see them grow. You really want to see them bloom. And it's saying, keep going. Throughout this process, throughout this transformation period, you will become King of Wands, your own leader, your own person who people look up to. So keep going. And I also want to check what the Alchemist book has to say about your situations. Yeah. And we got the Seven of Pentacles. So this is, for me, in this deck especially, this is a card of your projects growing, your money trees growing, your business, your life's purpose is growing, and it's in its own time. It will bring you money. It will bring you all the, everything you put back into the universe will start to pour back into your life tenfold, thousandfold. Whatever you put into the universe, it will start to give flowers, give seeds, give results, practical, tangible results, in the form of success, money, wealth, recognition, whatever it is that you need, whatever it is that you're craving for, all of it, So okay, let's see. That's amazing. I'm really happy for you. I'm happy to see very pure people, very well-intended people to succeed in this world, because people like you are meant to succeed in this world. I opened the random page again, and I didn't read what's going on here. I will, but I don't even feel called. If you want to, you can read it, but I feel called to talk about this. What I'm getting with this part 2 is that right now you're stepping into this part 2 of your life. Right now you're stepping into the place where you're more in control, where you're more of your higher self walking on earth. So what I'm getting is that part 2 is starting now. So it's time to start. Right, like your life is transforming, you're upgrading, like level up, what I'm getting with this. So take care, remember to take care of yourself. That's the message, because part 2 is starting. You're ascending, you're growing, you're maturing, you're becoming your own boss, and that's why we gotta be taking care of ourselves, because if you're a boss of your own life, then you're meant to be feeling good, right? So I feel like that's it. Thank you so much for being here. You may like, share, subscribe, and hopefully this is helpful. If you want a personal reading, you may check the description. And thanks so much for being here, and bye.